Morning everybody, it's Sunday 27th February 2022. I'm just on Pemberton Road. It's 20 past 11 in the morning and looks a canny day. It's a bit nippy but sun shining, not too much wind. So I'm having a run up to Hexham this morning. Up to Hexham, probably call into Greg's, and then a little walk along the river, depending if it's alright or not like when I get there. We'll see. See if I can get as far as Two Waters Meet. Canny little stroll along there. Got daffodils out in the garden already. Well, they haven't flowered yet, like, but the stems are there, about 8 inches high, something like that. Right, we're heading for the A68 and just coming down towards Allenford Park. I'm on the 68. This numpty here just pulled out in front of us. I mean, if you're going to pull out in front of somebody who's doing about 60 miles an hour, at least accelerate away. Don't just dawdle along about 30 miles an hour. Anyway, there we're gone. So now we've got the war in Ukraine. Makes you wonder what's going to go on next, or how far they're going to go with it. Will we end up in it? What will Putin do, I wonder? We'll just have to watch this space and find out, I suppose. It's beyond us, now we can do about it. Still canny anyway. Nice bright sunshine. Had a canny week this week. Well, near the end of the week, second half wasn't bad. Weather-wise was canny. Well, I had me Greg's. I'm now down by the river. There's quite a few people on the water, and it's quite breezy here compared with at home. So but it's dry anyway. That's the main thing. I shouldn't get any rain on out today, I wouldn't have thought. Nearly down to the railway line. Seems to be a bit better along here for the wind. This is a golf course here. There's not many playing golf, but there's a few. Yeah, so and all the boats and stuff are back up there. They didn't seem to come down this far. I think they've got a limit about how far they go down. Never seen a train yet, but there's plenty of time because I'll be walking up the side of the railway line for quite a way. I like to see the trains bopping up and down, like. Not that I'm a train spotter or now, but well, no good being a train spotter here. It's the same trains all the time. You need to go into different places if you're into that sort of thing. Some people have no idea. There's golfers up there heading down this way to that flag, and these are on the golf course playing with their dogs. And they'll be wondering if they get hit by a golf ball, I'm sure, or if the dog does. Well, I've reached the railway crossing. Lights on red up there, that means it's now coming for a while. And we've got these bunch of flowers here stuck on this tree. Hope somebody hasn't been killed on the railway line. You can't tell if there's a train coming this direction, but you can tell if there's one going that direction by looking at the light. When it's red, it's now coming. Turns green. You generally have about 10 minutes and there's a train coming. So the wall gets high along here for a little way, which means if one come I wouldn't see it anyway. Well, I would see it, but wouldn't get a very good view. So I'll be up there before the one comes towards us. These bags have been here for months. Network Rail, they've been here since the last time I was here. I haven't been here this year. So, no idea what they're going to use them for. Getting breezy again now. I do have me mic with a dead cat on if it comes to it anyway. You can see what I mean about the height of the wall. It's I'm past its maximum height now. It's starting to drop away. Just drops away down to waist height, which is ideal. If anything's coming, there is. There's a sign here with a little picture what says the remains of the bridge in front of you, which is that there, are sadly all that remain of the Border Counties Railway at Hexham, and the remains behind you, which there is actually nothing. The remains that's behind you of the old Hexham West signal box, which controlled the points at Hexham to Allendale branch, Newcastle to Carlisle main line, and of course the Border Counties Railway. So it's quite a bit of information here about different trains that ran up here. There's a picture there of the old railway and the bridge complete when it used to be there. Interesting. Just having a look at the light and it's still on red, so nothing's coming as yet anyway. There's two ways you can go to get to Watersmeet. One is the way I'm going, and the other way is through there and follow the river, but I'm going to come back that way, so I'll go this way, come back that way. Makes it a nice round trip. and come back a different route. I've walked all the way up here. That's the A69 running over the top. Gone to Carlisle. In Hexham, of course. Never seen a train yet. So I've seen me walk up here and see 2 or 3 by the time you get to here. See if the woman's got anything up for sale. This woman puts jams and stuff. No, it must be too early in the year. Got some snowdrops there. They've got one of them ring doorbells and all. Doesn't seem to be in a very good spot, like. For looking from the camera, I would have had it on the gate, not on the side of the letterbox. Look how bright and shiny that holly is. Looks in good condition, that. Probably get a train when I'm down here again, when the railway line's right up there. Once the fine weather comes, I'm going to get out on my bike. I think you've only seen one video of my bike. That's because I haven't been on it. With the crap weather on it. So another few weeks and I'll be coming like so here. I'll just put it in the back of the van. I'll come up to here and I'll go into places like River Eden and I will pedal along the river side and various different places. This Two Waters meet is actually over there, over the other side of that field. Then you've got to cross the river, of course. So you have to come up and go over the bridge and then back over the bridge when you're finished, and then I'll be walking all the way up there, back to that gate where I just showed you before there. There's a train. And just up above the train was a buzzard flying in that direction now. When I seen the train, I didn't know whether to film the buzzard or film the train. But the buzzard was flying away from us, so not to worry. This is a kind of quiet little road, this. Very little traffic coming. I mean, that house where I mentioned the woman makes jams and things, this road only goes to her house. So, plus it passes these houses just here. And there's only a few here. 8 or something like that. Not many. Nice day, like. I can still see the buzzard. It's just up here. Just up there. Made it up to the bridge. There's another train, look, gone the opposite direction. Heading for Carlisle, that one. Water's quite deep actually, a bit more deep than usual. Couple of ducks down there. This house here, once I get off the bridge, you come back along the side of this house and then walk up there to get the Two Waters meet. We are contractor Howden on Tyne. That's who built this bridge. We are contractor. Right, we're at the Boatside pub. That's busy the day. I used to come here during COVID and I was out in the car park. Chock a block now. Right, so cross over the road at the other side of the bridge. A few people out walking there, been in the pub for maybe a bite to eat, Sunday dinner or something, I don't know. Anyway, pop yourself down here, and then along here there's a little tiny footpath, look. And there's the house I was telling you about. And there's some little steps at the end. And for Steve, who came to find this, apparently he went up these stairs, him and his partner, and down these stairs, and he thought you had to go that way. Private warden fishing only, no right away. So anyway, I'm not sure what they thought were in the wrong place, but they turned back at this point. But anyway, when you come down these stairs, there's the house. You just follow the river till you can't walk any further. Where them two people is with a dog, there's a seat where you can sit on the river, just there. There's a blue bag on the seat with a fishing rod and a flask. I went and had a look, but there's nobody in sight. I'll have a little bit more investigation on the way back if it's still there. Not far to go, just where them trees is up ahead. That's the end of our track. Another train as well. Can't see it. Oh, I just see it through the trees. Well, I got the Two Waters meet, but there was people there, and it's only a tiny little spot and one seat. Well, a seat big enough for two people. So that was me pointing there, hanging around. But when I get over here, and I'm actually going to be walking along there, so I'll get a picture of it from the other side. Just gotten under the bridge, railway bridge. It's a hell of a racket when you're under here and the train goes over the top. This other camera I've got on the stick. This stick stretches about 2 meters when it's unfolded. And there's an owl's nest box here. This isn't long enough to look in the hole, but I've got another one of these which is 6 meters. So If I come back about May, remember to bring that with us. I'll be able to put this camera up and look in that hole. See who's out in. Be interesting to see. Well, that's two waters meet just there. From the other side, there's a fisherman over there, and that blue bag belonged to him. I don't know why he left it lying, but it belonged to him. And just above where he's standing is where I was before, where the seat is. There's nobody there now, like typical, but anyway. Seen a few people fishing here, I've never seen anybody catch anything though. And there's another nice seat on that side over there. There's a few people just left that seat. And I was wondering where to get some more nice stone for me fish tanks. Right here. Means I got to carry them a canny way in my bag, like, so I can't get that many, but yeah, there's a canny bit here. Unless I can get some kind of trolley bag or something like that, something with wheels on. I don't know. But yeah, on the whole, it's been a lovely walk. Doing these fly fishing there. Right, time to move on. And here we are. The gate I pointed out before. I'm back on the footpath. I think I've just missed a train actually, because I heard its horn. Never mind. Well, I'm back at the crossing again, and the red light's on again, so there's nothing coming from this direction, but you can't tell if anything is coming from that direction. They've got two new poles in here on each side. Must be going to put a couple of signs on or something. Or lights, maybe. Better if it's lights, because then you'll be able to tell when there's someone coming. But anyway, I was going to stand for a while, but I'm not now. I'm just going to head back along the side of the river and the golf course.